The last video that I posted was about how the Underground Strength Gym and Zach Evanesh inspired me years ago. This video is about another man who inspired me, Elliott Hulse, Strength Camp Gym. If you were watching YouTube fitness videos 5 years ago, you've probably seen some of Elliott's videos. If you were watching YouTube fitness videos 10 plus years ago, you most definitely know who Elliott Hulse is. I'm going to open this video by saying that Elliott Hulse is the reason I opened Untamed Strength. I'm not saying that lightly. If I never came across Elliott Hulse videos, Untamed Strength Gym would not be around. When I first clicked on an Elliott Hulse video, I thought, who is this guy making videos in a warehouse? Where is this dude from? Why is his voice so high-pitched? Man, those Red Revolver 45-pound plates are so cool. Elliott didn't have the stereotypical look of fitness professionals that I was used to seeing in magazines. Honestly, he was kind of fat, a little soft around the edges. But his training videos proved that he was strong. And I think this is what attracted me to his videos. He seemed like a guy you could sort of relate to. He wasn't a Photoshop professional bodybuilder or movie star. And in fact, he was a former football player just like myself. Elliott started off making videos highlighting the members of his gym, Strength Camp. In the beginning, Elliott didn't have a gym. He would drive around in his van and train people in public parks, until finally he rented a warehouse space and started training people there. Along with training videos of his clients, he made instructional videos. Squat tips, deadlift tips, tips for football players, strongman training ideas, ab exercises, program theories, how to squat, how to deadlift, how to overhead press, how to gain weight, how to do more pull-ups, how to make an Atlas stone, how to make a keg for strongman, videos on motivation and discipline, supplements, protein, creatine, and even steroids. Elliott set the tone for YouTube fitness that would be copied by everyone for years to come and even still today. Video titles like The Truth About Blank, A Secret About Blank, The Real Test of Blank, The Reason Blank, Stop Doing This, Do Not Do This, Start Doing This Now. He also used aggressive titling like Grow a Pair, Don't Be a Bitch. These titles are frequently used as clickbait nowadays. They're deceptive titles that sensationalize an otherwise boring topic. And these titles oversell the message in the video. These are what I would call copycat titles that everyone uses, usually due to a lack of creativity. And trust me, I have used all of them myself. Elliott was the first to use these types of titles, but his videos always seemed to back up the title. You never felt misled. He had a very convincing way of talking and explaining himself, and you couldn't help but agree with him. Elliott understood internet marketing. He made catchy video titles, like I just mentioned, that these titles didn't completely give away the plot or the thesis of the video. It was just enough to catch your attention and leave you hungry for the answer. On top of this, he sold ebooks. He directed people to landing pages that you had to insert your email address and join a newsletter that offered these ebooks and articles. And I'm speculating here, but he never used to use thumbnail photos for his videos, possibly because they weren't very popular or they weren't even around during this time. But I think that he knew that recording videos without a shirt on always led to more views, and his face was in every thumbnail, therefore making Shirtless Elliott a brand logo in a way. You knew it was an Elliott Hulse video, you knew exactly what you were clicking on. He was a pioneer in this space. At this time, on the internet in the fitness realm, there was only articles or blogs online where information about lifting weights was shared. Elliott seemed to be the first person to share information via videos on YouTube. Now, I realize he was not the first to make training videos. Those have been around since like the 90s. But he was one of the first to grow a large audience on YouTube, which is more accessible to the world and it's free. In a way, he became our first personal trainer. Think for a second about all the lifting information on YouTube and Instagram right now. You could literally watch all of it for the rest of your life, non-stop, and still not finish all of it. There's endless amount of information online now. Now, imagine it's like before 2010, you just picked up a barbell, you are completely in the dark about training, and then you stumble upon this guy who posts a video every day about training. This resulted in him blowing up in popularity. And it wasn't just the algorithm that got it popular, it was only part of it. He did make interesting videos, he put out thought-provoking ideas, and he was passionate about what he was saying. What made him even more unique was the fact that he made videos about non-fitness topics as well. Stuff like how to increase testosterone and sex drive, how to inspire others, why you should quit your job, dropping out of school, how to make money, how to build confidence, erection problems, orgasms, pooping, breathing, anxiety, the list goes on. He featured a series on his channel called Yo Elliott, where viewers would submit a question and Elliott would answer it in one of his daily videos. This meant he had thousands of people watching the videos and thousands of people submitting their questions, giving him endless opportunities to create more content. And everyone who submitted a question regularly tunes into the channel to see if their question was answered. It's a brilliant way to keep engagement high. I even submitted a question. I didn't get my own video, but Elliott did respond, and this was before I had opened Untamed Strength. It felt like I got a response from a celebrity. Elliott had millions of people watching him, and he was able to capitalize on his position as an influencer. In a literal sense, he influenced a lot of people, mainly impressionable young men, which eventually led to some struggles for Elliott. He was to the fitness world what Casey Neistat was to the vlog trend on social media. If you know what I'm talking about, both of them stopped making daily videos because it's just too much to keep up with. Now, I don't mean this next part disrespectfully, but when you post a video every day answering questions, people start to think you are all-knowing. You have the answer to their problem. You have the cure. You are omnipotent. The same way we expect motivational speakers to always be motivated. It's not reality. And when you are one of the only sources of fitness information that people consume, they have no other option than to believe you. Everything you say is gospel. Oh, wow, what he's saying sounds convincing. I can't really form a rebuttal. I can't argue with this, so I'll accept it as true. Now, this still exists today, but if you look at any comment section on a YouTube video, you will always find skeptics, skeptical people who challenge what you're saying. Most people know better nowadays than to believe everything they're told on the internet. Most people, not all. I can't say things or make claims in a YouTube video and post it tomorrow without someone saying, "This is BS. Science doesn't support this. So-and-so said otherwise. This isn't true for these reasons." And to be clear, this can be a good thing. I'm not saying that it's bad. I just think a lot of people put Elliott's opinion on a pedestal because it was the only info that they had. I think Elliott was legitimately trying to help people. This is why people continued watching his videos. He was genuine. He was not faking it. And at the same time, he was trying to help his gym, himself, and his family financially by pumping out this content nonstop. But it got to be too much. I think he got tired of answering questions. I imagine he was like Bruce Almighty trying to answer everyone's prayers. I don't remember where I heard Elliott say it, and I apologize if I misunderstood, but he talked about people coming to Strength Camp Gym from all over the world, and it was becoming a non-stop burden to his life. He would hide under his window at the gym in his office when people would drop in unannounced and peer through the window of Strength Camp looking for him. He would pretend like he wasn't there. I think he even said that the last straw was when a boy quit his job, or a young man quit his job, packed all his belongings up, and traveled to Strength Camp to start a new life, and expected Elliott to help him. These events, and I'm sure many more that we don't know about, led to Elliott taking an extended break from posting videos. Anyways, this video became an expose of Elliott Hulse's channel, but to bring it back around to his role in impacting me, Strength Camp and the Underground Strength Gym were the first warehouse gyms that I'd ever seen. It's some dude, he rents a warehouse full of equipment, and he trains people there. I would love to train in a gym like that. I trained my heart out during high school while I played football. Once football stopped, I actually started running, and I stopped lifting because I wasn't really into the commercial gym scene. And that's one of the few reasons why I stopped lifting. When I came back around to lifting, this is why strongman training, Strength Camp, and the Underground Strength Gym looked so appealing. They were places that I actually wanted to train in. I was so hooked on the idea of opening a warehouse gym that when I was getting out of the Marine Corps, I had to go to a class where you have to pretty much learn how to be a civilian again. And I went the entrepreneurial route. And we had this big class full of a bunch of other Marines getting out of the Marine Corps, some higher up officials, some people retiring. And the instructor had asked me what I plan on doing when I get out of the Marine Corps. And I told him, I want to open a warehouse gym. And he said, thinking that he was funny, "What the hell is that? Is that a gym where warehouses go to work out?" I was so pissed off when he said that. I was boiling up inside. I almost jumped over the table. That's how personally I took it. But this was how attached I was to the idea of a warehouse gym, which people didn't really understand when I would say that. Also, seeing Elliott train people on his own terms. He writes the workouts. He picks the equipment. He plays the music. He writes the schedule. He keeps the money. He is his own boss. This is exactly what I wanted to do when I got out of the Marine Corps. So here I am in the Marine Corps, thinking about what I'm going to do when I'm out. I'm obsessed with training. My world revolves around it. I think about it every day, all day. I do not want to get out of the Marine Corps and work for a boss because I'm so sick of being micromanaged in the Marine Corps. I am going to do what Elliott Hulse is doing. I bought all of his recommended books that he talked about in his videos. I read every one of them. I bought his instructional CD on opening a gym. I even took a train to New York City to attend his seminar, which was just a Yo Elliott live. All these people get to ask Elliott a question, and he answered it live in front of them. Elliott's training videos and his self-help videos inspired me to take a chance, pursue my passion, don't take no for an answer, don't be afraid to fail, and live the life that I wanted to live. It sounds like a Hallmark card, but it's true. Comment below the first Elliott Hulse video you came across. Mine was a secret about anabolic steroids, posted in 2009. Thanks for walking with me down memory lane, and always remember, train on time!